To build muscle or endurance, you lift weights, run, bike, you exercise. There's a way to bulk up your brain strength too, and that's books. Reading is like doing burpees for your brain, especially if you start young.
These are my books. I like stories with magic powers in them, either in kingdoms on Earth or on foreign planets.
A Carnegie Mellon study finds when kids get intensive reading instruction early on, brains physically rewire themselves. Brain scans of 8 to 10-year-olds showed an increase in the quality of their white matter. That's the brain tissue which carries signals through the nervous system so information can be processed.
What was my profit for the day?
Could you repeat the last one?
$10,265. Check it if you don't believe me.
This could be because focused reading causes a significant spike in blood flow to parts of the brain used in complex tasks. And reading's benefits only build from there, making us better writers, exercises our memory, and expands knowledge of words themselves. And starting out with a great vocabulary gives children a leg up. Their vocabulary stays at a higher level than their classmates even as they get older. And as we know from other research, students who are seen as exceptional in school get more positive feedback from their teachers. They get better in-class opportunities. And it matters what you read, too.
Treasure Island, Robert Louis
Stevenson. Fiction, adventure.
Fiction stimulates the brain by triggering real-life sensations. The New York Times writes, words like lavender, cinnamon, and soap, for example, elicit a response not only from the language processing areas of our brain, but also those devoted to dealing with smells. Same goes for when we read a phrase like, John kicked the ball. When it's in action, brain scans reveal activity in the motor cortex.
When you read a book as a child, it becomes part of your identity in a way that no other reading in your whole life does, and I have gotten carried away.
24% of adults told Pew Research they had not read a book in the past year between 2017 and 2018. But it's not just kids who need to read. One study suggests reading and other mentally challenging activities can protect from memory decline, offsetting or delaying some effects of Alzheimer's and dementia. Of course, we all know people who are smart, but maybe not book smart. Some excel in fluid intelligence, detecting patterns and solving problems. Then there's emotional intelligence. That's sensing and responding to other people's feelings. Turns out, reading also helps improve all of those. Psychologists tested people's ability to do things like read faces and identify emotions in others. The ones who read fiction did significantly better than people who read nonfiction, or not at all. Why? One scientist says the same psychological processes are used to navigate fiction and real relationships. Fiction is not just a simulator of a social experience. It is a social experience.
We can stop now if you want.
No, you could read a little bit more if you want.
Bottom line, the solitary act of reading books has brain benefits that last a lot longer than the final page, from childhood to our golden years.